home. But you do know that in 1972, a baby was born. It's the Universal Merchant Bank. It was formed in that year as a policy bank to provide the first indigenous merchant banking capacity in Ghana. 2022 marks UMB's jubilee. The bank has evolved into a valuable universal banking franchise focused on becoming a digital-first SME-led solutions driver, leveraging its immense wholesale banking heritage to deliver competitive advantage in the market. So in 2022, the bank will mark its 50th anniversary, the jubilee. And I'm sure if you've gone around their banks, you've seen their branches, you've seen people chopping while they are banking. They chop and bank. That's it. So we'll have that conversation now, a people-centered bank that will make you smile any day, anytime. They join in the studio by Nii Amankra Tetteh, his UMB's Executive Director for Business. Nii, welcome. How are you doing? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How does it feel? 50?
Well, great, actually. We're really excited. It's no time like this. You only get to be 50 once.
Okay. Now, what is your attitude which has brought you thus far, staying at the top and enjoying 50 in glit and glamour?
Our customers. I think it almost feels cliche when people say it, but for us, the fact that we've got such a large proportion of our customer base who've banked with us 10, 20, 30, 40, indeed 50 years, it sometimes makes us very proud. The fact that even through our most difficult times, our customers stood with us. It sometimes makes us very proud. And honestly, this Golden Jubilee is dedicated to our customers because they're the reason why we open our doors every day and why we've still continued to do that since 1972.
You rebranded just about 8 years ago. So why do you say you're 50 if you rebranded, got rechristened? You will be 8 years, not 50, no?
True, but we trace a very direct line to our heritage right from that policy bank that was set up in 1972. Our aspirations, our desires, and what we continue to do for the Ghanaian people remains the same. And in the foreseeable future, that's what we plan to do. We are very vested in the business that matters to Ghana. And so for us, when we look back, this is the fourth re-Christianing, if I put it that way. But yeah, it's still the same heritage, same aspirations, and desire to serve Ghana.
50 years of existence, what would you say are your standpoints of accomplishments as a bank?
There are many.
Tell me.
There are many.
I'm eager to hear.
Yeah. So UMB has a very rich wholesale banking business, and it's not just that today, but because of what it has done over the years. But some of those things that are in our milestone is it was probably the de facto stock exchange until the bourse was finally established. And it was led by the Ghana Stock Exchange was led by many alumni of UMB. So it's the inception of the Ghana Stock Exchange. It's something we're very proud of being associated with. Several banks have benefited from the alumni from UMB, but we also were very instrumental in the setup of what was HFC Bank and today Republic Bank. Indeed, several alumni of Merchant Bank also were very instrumental in the setup of Cal Merchant Bank. And today, we've also got CDH, which was also set up with UMB. So we've got these affiliations, but not just that, we've also led syndications of very important deals that have sustained the business that matter to Ghana, our cocoa business. We've been very involved in the setup of Anglo Gold Ashanti at the very beginning. So there are many things that we've been a part of, which we are so proud of our association with. And today, we continue to support the Ghanaian business. We're one of the first banks that actually structured an approach to support the 1D1F
program, right at the very beginning.
Right at the very beginning. So we are
But for 400 million, was it?
It was 100 million.
100 million, but I mean translated into
exactly. So for us, I think the point for me is we are vested in the business that matters to Ghana. For us, it's not about what's happening externally. It's about Ghana. It's always Ghana first for us.
The bank seems to have been unable to move away from wholesale banking. Will the bank ever become a universal bank?
I believe it would, and I think we've started that journey indeed. Just a few years back, we were actually considered one of the emerging best retail banks, and this is in our infancy. Yes, with the kind of heritage we've got in wholesale banking, that's going to be difficult to shift away from. But what we want to do is to leverage off that heritage and bring our experience in leading large businesses in Ghana and say, how can we bring that experience into what we do for our Ghanaian business? And indeed, today, the experience of many SME clients compared with many other banks is slightly different. We bring a very Ghanaian feel to it. And I know when we talk about that, people always snigger and say and have this cynicism about Ghana, but we believe that there's an excellence that Ghana aspires to, and that's what we talk about. And it's also got the warm, fuzzy feeling of being Ghana. You know, like if you travel out, you haven't had some good Ghanaian food.
That's right.
You come back and you settle to some bowl of ampesi.
You enjoy it properly.
The enjoyment is different. Or if you're in some corner of New York or somewhere, New Jersey, and
you're starved.
You're starved, and it's all Charlie. That's some pot of jollof. So we bring for us. That's what we think about when we think about bringing Ghana to the business. And for the SME space, we've begun to make that kind of impact. We understand that we are not the best yet, but we know that we are making an impact, and it's something we intend to do. In the retail banking space, it's just a question of time. From this conversation,
we're zooming into it.
Just watch this space.
It takes me now into the future. I've seen your glowing past. I've seen how you've grown, and now we need to go into the future. What are the prospects? What are we looking at? What's the bigger picture?
So we are inspired first by the relationship we've had with our longer serving customers who have held businesses. I was in Kumasi a few months back, and I sat with a lady who had been in a cement distributor for 35 years. And every single day of those 35 years, we've held her accounts. And, you know, I was mesmerized. So all the changing cycles of business, she's still with us.
With you.
She stayed with us. And I asked her what it was. And she says when she goes to the banking halls, she's certain that she will be helped. And for me, that's the premise that we take into the future. So for us, this anniversary is a time of introspection. We are sitting back, we are appraising what's happening in the markets here in Ghana. We are looking at the new facts of the African free trade area. We are saying to ourselves, how can we bring our customers, particularly the SME space, into that kind of space where the market is a lot more sophisticated, where it's a lot more global? How do we connect them to all of those new things that are coming? For our customers who are retail who are banking with us in the retail banking space, how do we bring them to an experience that's digital first, so that they have the convenience, they have got the transparency, the speed that they aspire to. But when they decide that they want to have a personal experience of us, they can walk into branches that are designed to make them experience them. So for us, we are taking each of the segments. We are going to take a wholesale banking experience, deepen that engagement. We're going to take the SME place, and then with the introspection, we're going to deepen that engagement. Just last year, during the World Customer Service Week, we came up with exciting new ways to receive feedback. Because feedback is what's always helped us meet the customer at their point of need. So we came up with these innovative ways to find out. So we are learning from all of that and saying, if we've got all of these gifts of feedback, they're always pleasant, but it shows that the customer still wants to be with you. And so we take it very seriously. And with that feedback, we are building an experience that they want to do. So in a retail banking space, for example, we are not just talking about products, an account, a loan, and this thing. What we want to offer is an experience. So if you came into our banking,
unforgettable. So you come back wanting a repeat.
Exactly. So you come to us, we offer you, this is the experience you get if you take this proposition, this bundle. In the SME space, we're asking the question, there's a challenge, there's a risk here, but how do you overcome all of that? How do we come closer to you so that we can actually help you?
Interesting.
And those are the things that
one of the innovations, I mean, this new drive is the UMB Speed Up. It's gaining a lot of traction and popularity in the market space. How's it doing from where you sit?
Speed Up is doing well. We've got the exciting thing about Speed Up is that it's bank agnostic. You don't have to be a merchant bank customer to do that. And we've got almost 35,000 non-UMB clients who actually use the Speed Up. That tells us something, that someone who doesn't have an account still wants to do or use our platform. And it just shows that we are very close to our customers and the market in terms of what they need. So Speed Up is doing very well. We've done over 2 billion transactions from start to date. We've connected people in Ghana. We've connected more than 1 million accounts in Ghana from start to date. So very exciting numbers and things that, for me, it's exciting to watch what people who don't have accounts with us actually do. And as they do that, what we are doing to help them make the decision to actually come into our space. But the numbers too are also doing pretty well
on that side.
And that's really exciting.
The digital drive, everybody's talking about it now. What's your plan?
So for us, we started from the conversation we just had around the feedback, making sure that we have feedback from our customers, that they can speak to us directly and tell us how they feel about us. The next one is, how do we make life just easy for our customers? If they want to transact, and even if you're not a merchant bank customer right now, how can you transact with us? But the overarching principle we're looking at is that we become a digital first bank, right from the back office space to the front end, where our customers can experience seamless service, omni-channel experience. So you don't have to follow one channel to acquire a service or proposition, but you can move seamlessly through different experiences and get what you're looking for. But we are looking at a space where this Speed Up becomes this sub-brand of how we engage individuals and speak to individuals. So our retail banking space is a lot more digital first. Before you, if you want to engage further, you can come into that space. So for us, we are looking not just at our feedback, we are not looking not just at our transaction platforms, but we are looking at our card business. We are looking at how you can conduct business if you went out of Ghana or online.
What's your proposal? You know, because the quagmire about, or if you like, the conundrum about survival of indigenous banks, and then how you want to grow your balance sheet, for example. Tie that in quickly for me. What's again the agenda?
So we've come through quite a difficult space in the last few years, but I'd like to.
Will indigenous banks survive?
I think the indigenous bank must survive.
They must survive.
They must, for the simple reason that if you take a look at what, and I think that my best example would be how UMB has held the line for 50 years, still doing business that is Ghana only, at a time when more people are investing in government bills, because that's prudent business.
That's right.
We are still standing out there and saying, no, we want to do business with you. We still want to put money into the economy. And so for me, I think that the question whether indigenous banks will survive shouldn't be it shouldn't be something that it must survive, for the simple reason that they are the ones who will do business with and for Ghana.
And how do you grow a balance sheet?
First, again, on the relationships, we take a look at a company which we are doing very well with in the wholesale banking space, and we start to bank it through the value chain. Who are its suppliers? Who are its distributors? Who are its principal off-takers? Who are its staff? Who are the executive? And so for us, it's no longer just doing the business with the wholesale banking entity, the corporate, but the environment of that corporate bank, the ecosystem of that corporate bank. And what we want to do is to say to the people who are in that ecosystem, you're doing great business. We are doing great business already with this corporate entity. It's a happy entity because you're doing business with it.
Interesting. That's your camera right there. You're 50 now. I don't know what you envisage to look like when you're 60 and 70. What closing thoughts you have for your staff and your clients as well, and alumni. That's your camera in a minute.
All right. So, to our staff, Thank you very much for having held the line these 50 years. God bless you richly. And because of what you do, our customers are telling us we're doing something right. So God bless you, and may we continue to do that for the next 50. And for our customers, you can expect that when you walk into a UMB branch or a UMB space, you'll be welcomed with the same beautiful Ghanaian hospitality and a commitment to do business that matters to Ghana. When we are 60, 70 years, we believe there will be a bank that is digitally first. We believe there will be a bank that still is vested in Ghana business. We believe will be a bank that places you at the center of all that we want to do and shows that we love you.
Nii Amankra Tetteh, thank you very much indeed. He's the UMB's Executive Director for Business. And happy birthday one more time to you.
Thank you very much, boss.
Yes, I'll come for my slice of the cake in good time.